Good evening, leaders of the heart. I'm so glad you could join me this Tuesday evening. And it's been maybe just under 2 weeks since we started Leaders of the Heart page in an effort to begin a conversation with you around leadership and the choices that we make every day to make better, more positive changes in our life, in our communities, our families, our workplaces, the organizations that we're part of. And the subtext or the subtitle of what I'm bringing to you tonight and what I'm sharing is that we're always learning. And I just have to share with you, since I began this endeavor, it's as if everything that could come to me in terms of things I need to learn to be a better leader has. And it's like, it's something I hadn't put a whole lot of sort of concerted effort around. I've always tried to be a better leader, but I don't know if I've really sat down and said I'm actually going to do it. And then, you sit down to do it, and as soon as you do that, it's like, here comes that tidal wave. And it's like, if it could go wrong, it did go wrong. If it was a situation I wasn't ready for, boom, there it was. And what that reminds me of is, as much as we get to the place where we say, I think I've got it a little bit clear, it's figured out just a little bit more, I think I'm a little bit better at being more inspirational or motivational. Maybe I'm being just a little bit better at being directional or giving people purpose. I'm being a better servant leader, more creative. Bam, the next thing hits, and it really kind of rocks our world. So maybe there's some of you that are like me, and maybe in the last 2 weeks you've had some things that have rocked your world and made you say, wow, am I as far along as I thought I was? And I can just share with you, the things that have been going on in my life are situations where, much like when I shared the story about that sort of dryer, the little sticker that got pulled down into the dryer, is there was a lot of things that seemed to happen that were out of place or didn't go the way that I thought they should. And for me, that's been a huge challenge, and I'm not going to lie, maybe there was a couple moments here in the last couple weeks where I thought, geez, can I even do this? And I just go back to the fact that, like you, I'm a learner. I'm a student of leadership. I'm, by no means an expert, but I am somebody that absolutely has a heart to want to be a better leader in my everyday life and to want to bring the things that I've found to be true to you and for you to share those things with me. And what I've been working on in the last couple weeks is really kind of putting my thoughts down on paper on something more specific that I want to share with you. And we're going to begin that pretty soon. Hopefully, maybe even this week, we'll start with the first one. But the second phase of what we're going to do is we're going to begin to have, I'd like to have some in-person meetings with some of you where we can get together as a group, maybe have a meal, have a snack, and then talk about the things that are happening, how we can be more inspirational, motivational, how we can be more directional, give people purpose, how we can be creative, how we can be better servants in our own lives, and just knowing that if you look at the time and place that we live, if you look at what our country's going through, it's really no surprise that people are looking for strong leadership, and I know that we all can be that for one another. I just, again, want to thank you for liking this page, for liking the post. Thank you for interacting with what we've been talking about, and I look forward to continue to at least hope, and I'll say, let's learn together. And that would be my goal. If we can learn together, and if you can walk away from any of the videos or things that we post and take additional thought in your day about, maybe putting some more focus on things that you can do to be a better leader, then I feel like we've done our job. And I feel like I've done my job. So the parting words I'll leave you with is to encourage you to say, if you're born into this world, you are a leader. If you have another human being that's in your life today, you're a leader. And that you have some innate giftings that are inside of you right now. So whether that be for direction, purpose, whether that be for inspiration, motivation, whether that be for servanthood, you have those innate gifts. They are there. They are without reproach, meaning no man can take those away from you. You were born with that innate ability, and people around you lean on you for that. And I want to encourage that in you. I want to build that up in you as I build it up in me, that we can sort of go after our days with a renewed vigor for that we have a place in this world, that we have a voice, and that we can do something positive in everyday moments, in small moments, in micro moments throughout our day. We can do small positive things that make a big difference for people, organizations, communities, workplaces, churches, you name it. Maybe it's even moments where you're at the grocery store and you decide to make a specific decision in a singular moment, whether it be you let somebody in front of you in line, or you see someone who might be struggling and you offer to buy them groceries. Those are two examples of what servant leaders often do. I know that there's many of you that are visionaries that do such a really, really good job of kind of setting the way for us, showing us that long distance visions of what's to come. There's so many of you as well that work so hard at giving direction and purpose. And one of the things that we'll talk about in the next video is it's you at the core, and you have the ability to interact with and use all three different leadership styles in your everyday life. So although you may lean towards being a directional, motivational, inspirational, you can learn to work with these other two and really be balanced. So that's what we're going to be talking about next time. Thank you again for joining me, and I hope to talk to you soon.